Hola amigos, good evening. You are watching From the Field, a half an hour show about the World Cup Qatar 2022. Today is a beautiful evening. We have a lot of things to talk about. Today was no matches. Tomorrow the quarterfinal are going to start. Let's go first, like we always do, with the headlines.
Latin America relies on Argentina and Brazil to halt European dominance. FIFA announces a television audience of more than 2 billion and counting. FIFA President Gianni Infantino praises the group stages of Qatar 2022 following record-breaking match attendance and global television audiences. The safest FIFA World Cup so far. The football organization assured that the work of the security of the tournament and the Ministry of the Interior have made this FIFA World Cup the safest in history.
Argentina is going to face the Netherlands tomorrow. It's going to be one of the two matches. And today, Scaloni offered a press conference about what's going on with the team, the poll. He said he's going to be ready to play. That was one of the concerns. But let's see what else happened today here in Doha, Qatar.
The last day off before the return to the world's most popular sport. Families are taking a break from football and are spending time with one another, getting to know Qatar. Since November 20th, there has been no major crimes that disturb security. The reports received by the National Command Center were few and far between compared to the number of fans participating in the World Cup. While Messi is having a great time with his teammates and doing live streams, Ronaldo refused to train with the substitutes, to train with the starting 11, before Portugal's quarterfinal match against Morocco.
When we started from the field, behind me, there were 32 flags. Right now, there are only 8. Next Sunday, there are going to be only 4. Really critical moment we are living here in the World Cup. But now let's go with Charlie Montero and the 5 stories you have to know about today's in Qatar 2022.
Mbappe faces the final stretch of the World Cup, aiming for the Golden Boot, thanks to his 5 goals in 4 games. The French forward will also look to break the record of most goals scored in a single World Cup of the last 20 years, which is currently held by Brazilian Ronaldo, who scored 6 goals in the 2002 World Cup. The 538 prediction website updated the odds of who will win the World Cup. The odds are now at 33% for Brazil, 14% for England and Portugal, and 13% for Argentina. The FIFA president announced that before the quarterfinals began, the event registered an average of 51,000 viewers in each game. It also set the record figure of more than 2 billion television views. The Croatian and Serbian football federations each received fines for 50,000 and 20,000 Swiss francs. The first due to the insults uttered by various fans against Milan Borjan, the Canadian goalkeeper of Serbian origin, and the second for displaying a flag in the locker room that showed Kosovo as part of Serbia before the group stage match against Brazil. The Education Above All Foundation launched the Youth Empowerment Conference on Wednesday at the heart of the World Cup celebrations at the FIFA Fan Festival, with inspiring stories about the role of football off the pitch from top athletes. The ceremony featured former Afghan refugee turned professional soccer player Nadia Nadim and Hani Talih, first captain of the Palestinian women's national football team.
The first match of tomorrow is going to be Brazil versus Croatia. The South American team is having fun. They are playing fantastic. They seem to get along, all of them. The coach, they put the whole team to have a chance to play at least a few minutes. Croatia, they were the finishing second place in the last World Cup in Russia. They have Luka Modric, a legend of the sport, who wants to finish with another chance to the final. Let's put a contest. How's going to be the match tomorrow between Brazil and Croatia?
At this crucial moment of the World Cup, the odds are in favor of the Brazilians after the excellent performance they have had in Qatar 2022 from the group stage to the round of 16, where they came out undefeated against South Korea, whom they beat 4-1 in a match that demonstrated the great attacking capabilities of this team. The Croatians, on the other hand, did not have an easy time against Japan, whom they defeated on penalties, which determines in principle that they may not be able to beat the Canarinha, although they suffered more than one headache to end a second-tier team like the Asian one. In this way, it should be noted that throughout history, both teams have faced each other on a total of 4 opportunities, 2 in World Cups and 2 in international friendly matches, being superior the Brazilians, who boast a balance of 3 wins and 1 draw, having scored to the Gasti team an amount of 7 goals with only 2 goals conceded. Plus, they have qualified to all World Cups with a total of 5 victories in this event, while the Europeans have only been present on 7 occasions, with their best performance in 2018, falling to France in the final. Undoubtedly, they are 2 teams with great strengths, very capable of reaching the final, taking into account the excellent players they have and the results they have achieved, so this could be a match full of surprises.
It's amazing, but Brazil, they always have strong football players. Which one is the best for you? For me, personally, Ronaldinho. But you know which one was the favorite one of Diego Armando Maradona? Rivellino. He said he was the best player Brazil ever has. Let's see why.
Diego always openly declared that his great idol in football was the Brazilian player Rivellino.
Everyone talks to me about Pelé. I take my hat off to Pelé. He's a phenomenal player. Now for me, I used to go out to the field and Pelé will go there and I will go with Rivellino.
Maradona always feels identified with Rivellino, even he imitated some plays of the Brazilian player.
A change of direction in front of Rivellino was a poem.
Diego acknowledged that he had many jerseys, but that the most precious one was the Rivellino's one.
Today I was watching YouTube. There I looked for Maradona and I was watching you making move. How interesting. It is difficult to see players that look like you, but there were moves that Maradona made in which I could see myself. Because of the ability of the left foot, the blow to the ball moving, I saw Maradona and I say I already did that. I already did what Maradona is doing.
If I ask you who was the last World Cup champion, the one in Russia, I'm 100% sure you could say it was France. But if I ask you who was in the quarterfinal, I don't know if you would know the answer. That's the trivia of today. The trivia of today in our social media is who reached the semifinals at Russia 2018. The answer, we are going to give you that later in the program. And remember, let's keep making this community of Twitter from the field getting stronger and stronger. We try to tweet you as much as we can. Please follow us. Let's do a short break. Now you can hear the Brazilian music. Okay, with the Brazilian music, we go to the break. We'll be right back.